Right now, someone who knows less than you is being heard more than you, only because they speak with more certainty. You wait for perfect words. You wait for perfect confidence. You wait for the perfect moment. But while you wait, your fear becomes stronger and your real voice stays hidden. Today, this changes. In this video, you will learn how to stop begging for approval, stop apologizing for your voice, and speak with calm power even when fear is inside you. Stay till the end, because the final lesson will give you a simple rule that can break your fear in just 20 seconds. Lesson 1. Kill approval hunger. Most people think a confident English speaker is someone who talks fast, uses big words, never forgets grammar, and never feels nervous. They imagine a person walking into a room, speaking perfect English, smiling at everyone, and controlling the conversation like nothing can touch them. But that is not where real confidence begins. Real confidence does not begin with perfect words. It does not begin with a perfect accent. It does not begin when everyone claps for you or says, "Wow, your English is amazing." Real confidence begins much deeper than that. It begins in the moment when you stop begging the world to approve your voice. Because, let us be honest, many English learners are not only afraid of English, they are afraid of being seen while using English. They are afraid of the eyes. They are afraid of the silence after they speak. They are afraid of the small smile on someone's face. They are afraid of that one person who may correct them. They are afraid someone will think his English is weak, or her accent is strange, or this person cannot speak properly. And because of that fear, they do not speak like learners. They speak like people standing in a court, waiting to be judged. Every sentence becomes a test. Every word becomes a risk. Every mistake feels like proof that they are not good enough. This is approval hunger, and it is one of the most dangerous confidence killers in the world. Approval hunger means you cannot feel strong until someone else gives you permission to feel strong. You speak one sentence, then you quickly look at their face. Did they like it? Did they understand it? Are they judging me? Did I sound stupid? Should I stop? Should I explain more? Should I apologize? And in that moment, your power leaves your body and moves into their hands. Now they control you. Their smile controls you. Their silence controls you. Their correction controls you. Their opinion controls you. And when someone else controls your emotional state, you cannot speak with dangerous confidence. A dangerously confident person is not someone who never makes mistakes. A dangerously confident person is someone who does not collapse because of mistakes. There is a difference. A weak speaker makes one mistake and disappears. A strong speaker makes one mistake, corrects it, and continues. A weak speaker says, "Sorry, my English is very bad." A strong speaker says, "Let me say it simply." A weak speaker waits for people to approve every sentence. A strong speaker understands that learning a language is not shameful. It is brave. It is human. It is proof that you are growing. Many learners destroy their own confidence before the conversation even starts. They begin with apology. They say, "Sorry, I cannot speak English well. They say, sorry, my grammar is weak. They say, sorry, maybe I am wrong. Listen carefully. When you say these things again and again, your brain starts believing that your voice is a problem. You are training yourself to enter every English conversation from a lower position. You are telling the other person, please do not judge me. Please be kind to me. Please accept me. But dangerous confidence does not beg like that. Dangerous confidence stands calmly and says, I am learning. I will speak. I will improve while speaking. This does not mean you become arrogant. This does not mean you pretend your English is perfect. This does not mean you ignore correction. No, real confidence is not fake pride. Real confidence is calm honesty. You can say, I am still learning, without sounding weak. You can say, let me try again, without feeling ashamed. You can say, I do not know the exact word without losing your power. Why? Because your worth is not connected to one sentence. Your intelligence is not destroyed by one grammar mistake. Your future is not finished because your accent is different. You are a learner. And a learner who speaks is already stronger than a learner who hides. The psychology behind this is simple but powerful. Your brain repeats what you practice. If you practice hiding, hiding becomes natural. If you practice apologizing, apologizing becomes your identity. If you practice waiting for approval, your confidence becomes dependent on other people. But if you practice speaking with self-respect, your brain slowly learns a new identity. It learns, I can speak and survive. It learns, I can make mistakes and continue. It learns, I do not need everyone to praise me before I use my voice. That is when confidence begins to become dangerous. Not because you scare people, but because fear can no longer control you the same way. So from today, remove weak permission-seeking lines from your English. Do not start with, sorry, my English is bad. Say, I am still learning, but I will try. Do not say, maybe I am wrong, but I'm way. Say, this is my opinion. Do not say, I don't know if this makes sense. Say, let me explain it simply. Do not hide behind long excuses. Do not explain your whole life story before speaking one sentence. Keep it simple. Keep it calm. Keep it firm. The more you over-explain, the more you tell your brain, I need approval to be safe. The more you speak directly, the more you tell your brain, I can stand by my words. And here is something very important. Some people may still judge you. Some people may still laugh. Some people may still correct you badly. Let them. Their reaction is not your identity. Their reaction is only their reaction. If someone laughs at your English, that does not mean your English journey is weak. It means you just found someone who does not understand courage. Because it takes courage to speak a second language. It takes courage to open your mouth when your brain is shaking. It takes courage to continue after a mistake. The person laughing may speak only one language. You are building another voice. Remember that. Dangerous confidence starts when you stop asking, "Do they like my English?" and start asking, "Do I respect myself for trying?" That one question changes everything. Because if you respect yourself for trying, then every speaking moment becomes a win. Even if your grammar is not perfect, you win. Even if your accent is not perfect, you win. Even if you pause, you win. Even if you forget one word and find another simple word, you win. You are not there to perform like a machine. You are there to grow like a human being. So the first lesson is simple. Kill approval hunger. Stop feeding it. Stop giving people the remote control to your confidence. Stop waiting for the world to clap before you speak. Your voice belongs to you. Your English journey belongs to you. Your mistakes belong to your growth. And the moment you stop apologizing for being a learner, something inside you changes. You stand a little taller. You breathe a little deeper. You speak a little slower. You feel less desperate. You stop chasing approval and start building self-respect. And when self-respect enters your voice, even simple English sounds powerful. That is the first step toward becoming dangerously confident when speaking English. Lesson 2: Master your inner voice. If you want to become dangerously confident when speaking English, you must first understand one powerful truth. Your real English conversation does not begin when someone asks you a question. It begins much earlier. It begins inside your mind. It begins with a quiet voice that speaks to you before you open your mouth. That voice says either, "You can handle this," or it says, "Be careful. You will fail. People will laugh. Your English is not good enough." And the sad truth is, many English learners lose the conversation before they even speak one word, because their inner voice has already defeated them. Think about this deeply. You may know the answer. You may know the words. You may understand the question, but suddenly, your mind starts attacking you. What if I make a grammar mistake? What if my pronunciation sounds strange? What if they speak too fast? What if I forget the right word? And in that moment, your English does not disappear because you are stupid. Your English disappears because fear has taken control of your inner voice. Your brain is no longer thinking about communication. It is thinking about danger. It is trying to protect you from embarrassment. And when your brain is in protection mode, your voice becomes small. This is why dangerous confidence is not only about speaking louder, it is about thinking stronger. If the voice inside you is weak, your outside voice will shake. If the voice inside you keeps saying, "My English is bad," your body will believe it. Your shoulders will fall. Your eyes will move away. Your mouth will hesitate. But if your inner voice says, "I am learning. I can speak simply. I can make mistakes and continue," your body receives a different message. You do not become perfect, but you become steadier. You do not become fearless, but you stop obeying fear. The psychology is simple. Your brain believes repetition. If you repeat a weak sentence every day, it becomes a belief. If you repeat a belief long enough, It becomes your identity, and your identity controls your behavior. If your identity is, I am bad at English, then you will avoid speaking English. If your identity is, I am a learner who speaks and improves, then you will speak even when you are not perfect. That is the difference between a silent learner and a dangerous learner. One waits to feel ready, the other becomes ready by speaking. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine two students. The first student knows many English words. He understands videos. He reads well. But every time someone asks him to speak, his inner voice says, "No, you cannot do this. Your English is weak." So he stays quiet. He keeps learning, but he does not use what he learns. Now imagine another student. She knows fewer words. Her grammar is not perfect, but her inner voice says, use what you know. Speak slowly. Keep going. She speaks in simple sentences. She makes mistakes. She corrects herself. She continues. After 6 months, who becomes more confident? Not the student with more knowledge, the student with a stronger inner voice. So from today, stop feeding the voice that insults you. Do not say, my English is bad. Say, my English is growing. Do not say, I always make mistakes. Say, mistakes are part of my training. Do not say, people will judge me. Say, their judgment cannot stop my progress. Do not say, I am not ready. Say, I become ready by speaking. This is not fake motivation. This is mental training. You are teaching your brain to stop treating English like danger and start treating English like practice. And remember this line carefully. Your English is not only blocked by grammar, it is blocked by the story you keep repeating inside your mind. If the story is weak, your voice will feel weak. If the story is strong, even simple English will sound more confident. You do not need to lie to yourself. You do not need to say, I am perfect. You only need to stop attacking yourself. You only need to speak to yourself like a coach, not like an enemy. Here is your exercise. Every morning, before you start your day, say these 5 sentences aloud. I respect my voice. I can speak simple English. I can make mistakes and continue. I do not need perfect English to begin. Every time I speak, I become stronger. Say them slowly. Say them with your chest open. Say them like you are training your mind. Because you are. Before you train your accent, train your inner voice. Before you chase perfect grammar, train your inner voice. Before you wait for confidence, train the voice that speaks to you when nobody is listening. Because the world will hear your English only after your mind has already heard your story. Make that story strong. Make it calm. Make it powerful. And slowly, your spoken English will begin to carry the weight of a person who no longer speaks from fear, but from self-respect. Lesson 3. Build self-trust. First, most people want confidence, but they do not understand where confidence really comes from. They think confidence will arrive after one powerful video, one emotional speech, one motivational quote, or one perfect moment. But real confidence does not work like that. Real confidence is not a gift. It is not a mood. It is not something that falls from the sky when life becomes easy. Real confidence is built when you look at yourself and say, I can trust me. That is the foundation. Without self-trust, confidence is only acting. With self-trust, confidence becomes real. Think about your English journey. How many times have you promised yourself, today I will speak English for 5 minutes? Then the day passed. You watched videos. You scrolled your phone. You thought about practicing, but you did not speak. Then tomorrow came, and again you said, I will start today. But again, you skipped. Slowly, something dangerous happened inside your mind. Your brain stopped believing your promises, not because you are bad, not because you are weak, but because the brain learns from behavior, not from intention. If you promise and do not act, the brain records it. If you avoid speaking again and again, the brain records it. If you run away from discomfort, the brain records it. And then, when someone suddenly asks you a question in English, your brain does not say, yes, we are ready. It says, no, we always avoid this. This is dangerous. Stay quiet. That is why your mouth becomes dry. That is why your mind becomes blank. That is why even simple words disappear. Your problem is not only grammar. Your problem is lack of proof. You have not given your brain enough evidence that you can speak English and survive. This is why dangerous confidence is built in private before it appears in public. The confident speaker you admire did not become confident only because they were born brave. Somewhere, somehow, they collected proof. They spoke when it was uncomfortable. They made mistakes and continued. They repeated the same skill again and again until fear became familiar. That is the secret. Fear becomes smaller when your brain sees proof that you can face it and still remain safe. So stop chasing confidence like it is a feeling. Start building confidence like it is evidence. Every small promise you keep becomes a brick. Every sentence you speak becomes a brick. Every time you record your voice, even when you hate how it sounds, you place another brick. Every time you correct one mistake calmly, another brick. Every time you speak slowly instead of hiding, another brick. And one day, you do not just have motivation. You have a wall of proof behind you. You stand differently because your brain knows, I have done this before. I can do it again. This is where the 5-minute proof method begins. Not the 5-minute dream method. Not the 5-minute motivation method. The 5-minute proof method. Every day, give yourself only 5 minutes. But make those 5 minutes honest. In the first minute, sit or stand straight and breathe slowly. Tell your body, I am safe. In the second minute, say 5 simple English sentences. Do not search for perfect sentences. Say simple ones. I am learning English. I can speak slowly. I made a mistake, but I can continue. My voice is growing. I trust myself. In the third minute, record your voice for 30 seconds. In the fourth minute, listen and correct only one thing, not 10 things, not everything, only one thing. In the fifth minute, repeat the same sentence with a stronger voice. That is it. 5 minutes. But if you do it daily, something powerful begins to happen. Your brain starts collecting evidence. It starts saying, "This person does not run away anymore." And that one message changes your identity. You are no longer a silent learner who waits for confidence. You are a speaker in training who creates confidence through action. Remember this line deeply. You do not lack confidence. You lack evidence that you can trust yourself under pressure. And the beautiful thing is, evidence can be built. You can build it today. You can build it with one sentence. You can build it with one recording. You can build it with one brave moment where fear says, "Stop," and you say, "No, I will speak anyway." So do not wait for a big breakthrough. Do not wait for perfect English. Do not wait for someone to push you. Start with 5 minutes. Keep the promise. Then keep it again tomorrow. Because every time you keep a small English promise, your self-respect grows. Your nervous system becomes calmer. Your voice becomes steadier. Your confidence becomes less fake and more real. And one day, when pressure comes, when someone asks you to speak, when your old fear tries to return, your brain will remember the proof. It will remember the sentences. It will remember the recordings. It will remember that you did not quit. And then your English will not feel like danger anymore. It will feel like your territory. Lesson 4. Control your presence. Before you speak English, your body has already spoken. Before your first word comes out, people can feel your energy. They can see if you are rushing. They can see if you are scared. They can see if you are trying to escape the conversation. And more importantly, your own brain can feel it too. If your shoulders are tight, your breath is short, your eyes are running away, and your voice is small, your brain receives one message: danger. And when your brain feels danger, even easy English becomes difficult. This is why dangerous confidence is not only about vocabulary. It is not only about grammar. It is not only about pronunciation. It is about presence. Presence means the way you carry yourself when pressure is there. Presence means your body does not collapse just because someone is listening. Presence means you can pause without panic. You can breathe without shame. You can speak slowly without feeling weak. You can stand inside the moment instead of running away from it. Many English learners lose confidence before they even make a mistake. They look down before speaking. They smile nervously before answering. They say again and again because silence feels dangerous. They speak too fast because they want the sentence to finish quickly. They laugh after every small mistake because they are trying to protect themselves from judgment. But listen carefully. Your body is sending a message. It is saying, I do not trust myself here. And when your body says this again and again, your mind starts believing it. The psychology behind this is very simple. Your body and mind are not separate. They are always talking to each other. When your body acts afraid, your mind becomes more afraid. When your breathing becomes fast, your thinking becomes messy. When your face looks nervous, your voice becomes nervous. But when you slow down, when you sit straight, when you breathe deeply, when you look forward, your nervous system receives a different signal. It starts to feel safer, and a safer brain speaks better. So before you answer in English, do not rush. This is your new rule. Pause first. Take one calm breath. Relax your shoulders. Lift your head. Look forward. Then speak your first sentence slowly. This small moment can change everything. It tells your brain, I am not in danger. I can handle this. And when your brain feels even a little safer, your words come back. Your memory becomes clearer. Your voice becomes stronger. And please remember this. Fast English is not always confident English. Many learners think if they speak fast, people will think they are fluent. But nervous speed is not fluency. Nervous speed is fear wearing a mask. A confident speaker does not rush to prove himself. A confident speaker speaks with control. Sometimes one slow sentence with calm energy is more powerful than 10 fast sentences full of panic. Use silence. Do not fear it. A nervous speaker runs away from silence. A confident speaker uses silence as power. If someone asks you a question and you need a second, take that second. Say, give me a second. Say, let me think. Say, let me say it simply. This is not weakness, this is control. You are showing that you are not afraid of the moment. You are not begging the conversation to end. You are staying there. And when you forget a word, do not collapse. Do not say, oh no, my English is very bad. Say, the word I am looking for is. Or, I will explain it another way. When your sentence becomes messy, say, let me try again. When your idea is not clear, say, what I mean is skill. These small lines are not only English phrases. They are confidence tools. They help you stay calm when your old self wants to panic. You do not need native-level English to sound confident. You need clear English. You need calm English. You need honest English. Your accent can be different and still powerful. Your sentences can be simple and still meaningful. Your grammar can be growing, and your voice can still stand strong. Confidence is not perfection. Confidence is control under pressure. So right now, practice this with me. Sit straight. Relax your shoulders. Take one slow breath. Now say this sentence aloud. I can speak slowly and still, sound confident. Say it again, but this time do not rush. Let your voice stand. I can speak slowly and still, sound confident. Feel the difference. This is not magic. This is training. You are teaching your body not to run away from English. And when your body stops running, your mind becomes calmer. When your mind becomes calmer, your English becomes clearer. When your English becomes clearer, your confidence becomes real. That is how you control your presence. And when you control your presence, even simple English starts carrying power. Lesson 5. Speak before ready. Here is the final lesson, and maybe this is the lesson that can change everything for you. You do not become confident first and then speak English. You speak English first, and then confidence starts following you. Most learners have this completely backwards. They wait for the day when fear disappears. They wait for the day when their grammar becomes perfect. They wait for the day when their accent sounds beautiful. They wait for the day when they will finally feel ready. But that day keeps moving farther and farther away, because readiness is not something you find before action. Readiness is something you create through action. Look at your own life honestly. How many times have you said, "I will speak English when I feel more confident"? How many times have you said, "I will speak when I learn more words"? How many times have you said, "I will start when my grammar becomes strong"? And how many months or years have passed while you were waiting? This is how fear controls people. Fear does not always shout. Sometimes fear sounds very intelligent. It says, "Wait a little more." It says, "Prepare more." It says, "You are not ready yet." But behind those words, fear is doing only one thing. It is keeping you silent. The psychology is simple and powerful. Whatever you avoid becomes bigger in your mind. If you avoid speaking English, your brain starts believing that speaking English is dangerous. If you avoid conversations, your brain starts treating conversations like threats. If you avoid mistakes, mistakes begin to feel like disasters. But when you face something in small, controlled steps, your brain learns a new truth. It learns, "I can survive this." It learns, "I can speak and still be safe." It learns, "A mistake did not destroy me." And that is how confidence begins to grow. So from today, stop waiting for full confidence. You only need 20 seconds of courage. That is your rule now. The 20-second courage rule. You do not need to speak for 10 minutes. You do not need to sound like a native speaker. You do not need to impress anyone. You only need to begin. The first 20 seconds are the hardest because your old identity is fighting you. Your fear says, "Stay quiet." Your shame says, "Do not try." Your perfectionism says, "What if it is wrong?" But when you speak the first sentence, something breaks. The wall becomes weaker. The second sentence becomes easier. The third sentence gives you rhythm, and suddenly you are not only thinking about English, you are using English. Use this simple formula whenever your mind feels empty. Start with, "I think." Then say, "The reason is." Then add, "For example." Then finish with, "So my point is." This formula is not just English practice. It is a confidence tool. It gives your brain a road when fear tries to create fog. For example, you can say, "I think confidence is important. The reason is simple. If I am confident, I can speak even with mistakes. For example, I can answer a question instead of staying silent. So my point is, confidence grows when I use English." This is not complicated English. but it is strong English because it moves forward. Now let us talk about mistakes, because this is where most learners lose their power. You make one mistake, and suddenly your face changes. Your voice becomes weak. You laugh nervously. You say, "Sorry, sorry, my English is bad." Then you stop. But a dangerously confident speaker does not treat mistakes like death. A dangerously confident speaker treats mistakes like correction points. When you make a mistake, pause, breathe, stay calm. Then say, "Let me say that again." Say, "I mean." Say, "Let me correct myself." Say, "The better word is." Say, "What I wanted to say was." Say, "Let me explain it another way." These lines are powerful because they keep you inside the conversation. They tell your brain, mistakes are not the end. Please understand this deeply. A pause is not failure. A correction is not shame. A simple sentence is not weakness. A different accent is not a crime. And you are learning a language, and learning always looks imperfect in the beginning. The real shame is not making mistakes. The real shame is letting fear steal your voice for years. Your voice may shake, but a shaking voice is still a voice. Your English may be simple, but simple English is still English. Your confidence may be small, but small confidence grows every time you use it. You do not become dangerously confident by removing fear. You become dangerously confident by proving that fear cannot stop you. That is the identity shift. You are no longer the person who waits for perfect English. You are the person who speaks with the English you have and makes it stronger through use. You are no longer the silent learner hiding behind more videos, more notes, and more excuses. You are a speaker in training. And every time you speak before you feel ready, you are telling your old fearful self that it no longer controls the room. So here is your challenge. For the next 7 days, speak before you feel ready. On day 1, say 5 sentences about yourself. On day 2, record 30 seconds of English. On day 3, give one opinion using "I think." On day 4, make one mistake and correct it calmly. On day 5, speak slowly for 1 full minute. On day 6, tell a small story about your day. On day 7, repeat that story with better posture, slower breathing, and stronger voice. If you accept this challenge, write in the comments, "I accept the 7-day English Confidence Challenge." Do not just watch this video and disappear. Use it. Practice it. Let this be the day your silent version starts becoming your stronger version. If this video gave you power, like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who is afraid to speak English. Your English does not need to be perfect before you begin. Your confidence does not need to be complete before you speak. Start with 20 seconds. Start with 1 sentence. Start with the voice you have today, and build the voice you want tomorrow. Thanks for watching.